Here we have a pre-owned 2012 Buick Enclave. This one comes in the leather trim level in crystal red tint coat, and then we have the black leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And then this one just has a little over, I think, 161,000 miles, but I'll show you the exact mileage here in a moment. But coming around to the front end here, we do have our HID headlamps, halogen fog lights. So nice look there. And then in terms of the condition, just have a few scratches throughout. And then looks like it might have got some hit here and the paint started to crack, but for the most part, seems to have held up all right. But around to the side here, we get these nice 19-inch chrome clad wheels. And then to the driver door panel, we have memory seat function. So to set that, you just hold the button until it beeps at you once you have it set. And then we have one-touch automatic up and down for the driver's side window, express down for the front passenger, and then just regular power windows for the back. Power door lock controls are here, rear window lock there, and then we have our power mirror controls. We can toggle those on and off, and then we can adjust using this dial here. But I like the wood grain look that's going throughout there. The door panel actually looks super nice. And then there we have a bottle holder, a little bit of storage. Headlamp fog light controls here. We can turn that auto on and off by doing that. And then we can adjust the gauge cluster brightness here. And this is for our hood release. We do have a manual tilt telescope steering wheel. And then we have a foot brake there. So that's on. And then that's how you turn it off. And here's our power driver seat, power lumbar support. And then just have a little bit of sway here. These tend to start falling off little by little, but for the mileage in the year, not bad. But let's check out this rear seat room. And I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So here we go. So not terrible at all. And then I can actually scoot the seat all the way back there. So we're in pretty good shape in terms of rear leg room, seat back pockets on both sides. Then rear AC controls are here. We can choose fan direction and then temperature here and then speed there. And then we have a 12 volt right in there. And this does slide back and forth. There's a view of the back seat. And there's still a little bit of leg room back there, as you can see. And then we have a bottle holder on each side with a little storage cubby. But I like how the interior is just laid out. Even though the dome lights are the plain yellow ones, they still look good due to the housing there. So I'm pretty impressed so far. Just for this to be so luxurious in 2012. With fuel caps here. And as we come around to the back end, there it is there. And this one's certainly showing its age a little bit. Missing part of the emblem here. Then a little scratch that came down here. But again, for the most part, not terrible shape. My uncle had one of these. I think he put like 200,000 miles on. And he traded in for a Kia Sorento, but he had on his last leg, so that's about what you can expect out of these. This one only has 160, and every vehicle's gonna be different based on conditions, how you maintain it, so on and so forth. And this one wasn't detailed to the best of the ability of the detail department, just because they knew it was going to auction. But I mean, everything for the most part seems to be in working condition. These just tend to, little things start going out, like this power lift gate. I think it's done for the most part. We'll check out the powertrain here after a while. See how that's done. And you can fold the seats flat, which is great. So you can fold that third row, the second row, and then run things all the way to the front if you want to. And then pretty easy to just snap it back into place. And again, all that seems to still be working. But to our front passenger seat here, we get the power adjustability as well as that power lumbar support here as well. I think these headrests are on backwards or something. I don't know why, but maybe they found that more comfortable. But this is neat that you have that little hideaway pocket here. Lockable glove compartment. Owner's manuals are still in this one. But I always find that interesting to see the little hideaway pockets in these older vehicles because I really didn't see it that often back in 2012. Starting to see it a lot more in most vehicles now. We're gonna pop the hood here, and it's mostly covered up, but there's that 3.6 liter V6. Hearing some kind of tick in there, but I don't know. The hydraulic still works for the hood though, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat for a minute. Got a little rash there as well. But here to the steering wheel, we do get the leather wrap with the wood grain, which still looks nice. And it's held up pretty nicely for the most part. It's just a little scratch there. Whoever was driving this had longer nails because where the door handle is for the driver's side, that was pretty scuffed up. But a little change in there. Storage pocket there, clock here, and then to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM. We have an aux input there, CD player, and then our menu is here, and you can go through all that within each setting. And then equalizer, you have presets, or you can manually adjust your EQ there. So hit bass there, mid, treble, and then you can go back. So once you get used to it, it's a pretty easy system to use. And then you can set your clock there. And you have seek here. And then you can, I guess that's seek there, excuse me. And then you can toggle your actual tune there and here. And you can turn the audio off there, then volume knob here. And then these are for your gauge cluster. I'll show you that. So you hit this. This is for all of your trip destination stuff. So trip A, B, range, all of that is there. And then you can hit this vehicle info, and then you can see oil life. You can change your units, which that's pretty important. You want to turn your park assist off there. If you want to change your units to English or metric, you can do that. And then tire pressure monitors are there. And then hazards here. And we do get our climate controls here. So I could turn the passenger side on there. The defroster's on, so there's a dual zone automatic climate controls. We can set the auto mode there and turn that off by toggling the fan speed, AC. You can sync and unsync there pretty easily. And of course, these buttons tend to get faded over time. But down here, rear wipers, turn those on. And then traction control here. When the lift gate's working, you can toggle it there. And the 3-stage heated seats here seem to still be working. I tested that out. You get that for the driver, front passenger, and then a 12-volt there. And again, I'm sorry for the mess. It just wasn't clean to the way it could have been done. But for the shifter, pull this, reverse, neutral drive. The low gear's here. You can manually shift there. Cup holders. And then you do have storage cubby there, another 12-volt in there. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this. And then you can put your change there. And then that's how you can slide that back and forth. And then you do have a smaller tray right in there. Garage door transmitters here. Backup camera there in the rear view mirror. There's a look at the back seat from up here. And then going to the steering wheel, windshield wiper controls are here. So you have your intermittent in the middle, and then you have low, high, and then you can toggle your high beams there. You got to make sure the low beams are on, and you can turn them on there, flash there. And then your front wiper fluid, push that button there. But over here, cruise controls, you can turn it on there, it'll light up, and you can cancel. Get your voice recognition, Bluetooth controls, and then you also can go through your track list or your presets using this button here, and then this one here. And then you have volume controls here. One more look at the gauge cluster. And then we do have a turn key. And there's our push button start, and we can power that power lift gate using that button there again when it's working correctly. But now to the fun part. Let's go ahead and see how this 2012 Buick Enclave is held up with 160,000 miles by taking it out for a quick test drive.